Kraggles and feral ghouls, and welcome to a guy standing on a bench. Yeah, the next episode of Let's Build a Settlement here in Vault 88. We are up in the main room, and as you can see, I'm wearing some power armor, and there's a reason for that, and we will get into it as we come along. I just finally made him back to Vault 88. I had to run some quests / errands in order to earn the Enclave stuff that I have planned for our little hidden bunker room. And upon coming back in here, I saw everybody in here chilling and eating, and it was pretty cool. So I had to make sure everybody got to see that there are people actually using these things. There's a nice little fountain. And the first time I came back here, because I thought I'd have everything fixed and solved, but I didn't. There was other people out here too. They were all gathering around and chilling. Oh, look at that. There's somebody sleeping. And look at this creeper. Oh, he's not. There's no windows there. But they are using the beds. Nice. I don't think I have enough to go around, so everybody's probably very angry. And oh, let me turn on that so we can actually run. I think I went the right way. Yeah. We can take the elevator. I cannot access build menu because I'm in armor, so we gotta wait for that. So I can get to the location. I can take the armor off.
Confirmed.
And I can show you everybody what I got. So we'll just take a little bit of a tour. As our waterfall gets really loud in our face. You can see all our hard work. Look at this beautiful, beautiful river. Nice bridge, the lighting. Still have our fishies. There's our fishies, there's a fish. There's some more. Nice. Okay. We're gonna go this way. You're headed this way. And through all this. Thought there was a person for a second. Forgot that I had done that. Oh yeah, I never did do anything with the upper level up there. Who cares? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. Right now, we're focused on the Enclave. Hidden bunker, sort of. Oh, somebody left the door open. That would probably be me. Okay. There we go. Look at this bad boy. Nice. So we're going to be using that as a prop at some point. And I do have some other stuff as well that we're going to put in here. I'm probably going to rip out almost everything that I put in here, except for a few little things. Hopefully, if all these decorations that I just got actually work out. And we are going to do an upper level, probably from about here over, because I want to keep this, because that's just really cool looking. And something along those lines. And we did have some comments about possibly putting in some bunk beds, but we might not need that. Because we supposedly have some cool stuff like that. Enclave bed. I'm going to get through all the other stuff that I have, because this is just going to be a mishmash of all kinds of stuff mixed together. Oh, display rack. There we go. We have a comm tower. Again, we gotta zip through all these things. So I have so many mods and a bunch that throw stuff in there. We got some of these barricade stuff. We're gonna be using some of those. Look at that bad boy. We have some other Enclave beds. I'm not gonna use that one because that one's too nice looking, but we got some chairs. Ooh, look at that. I'm stuck on something. What am I stuck on? Oh, yeah. Sorry, when you're a cheater like I am, and where am I going? Apparel. I use a cheat ring jetpack that allows me to fly without power armor, and I also have unlimited jetpack ability. I just basically use it to get around the wastelands faster, but when you try to use it with the mod that I use to fly around and stuff, it won't let you do that. It really messes things up. So we're gonna find a good place for this. I'm thinking like here maybe. There's a lot of it's getting like cut off, but we'll stick it there for now. I might actually put it on the other side. Actually, you know what? Probably a better idea. Let's stick it here. I'm gonna put it there in hopes that I can boop it out. So let's boopity 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 boopity. Nice. Well, we're a little crooked. That's because of the way I booped it, because I'm on such an angle. There we go. Nice, we're going to leave that there. And now, can I pick this up? I cannot, so we'll have to actually put that in place. Actually, you know what? Put that in there. Let's get back in here. Let's go put our power armor in there. And I do have extra pieces. I did pick up some miscellaneous pieces that actually do have like the Enclave symbols on them, etc. And... yeah. Oh wait, that's right. Hang on. I hardly ever use power armor anymore. There we go. I didn't even tell you the last time I used it. There it is. Okay. Now we have some power armor in there. We're probably going to take a couple pieces off of that. Or we might leave that whole. I don't know yet. We're still kind of fingering things out here. Okie and dokie. Actually, you know what? Actually, yeah, we can get rid of that. We're not going to use that. But I want to offload some of the stuff that I brought here. I gotta find it all now. Do have some, like, uniforms. Enclave Colonel uniform. So... yeah, okay, never mind. We'll skip that one. Alright, we have more Enclave uniforms. We're actually going to put in like a dummy or two and use some of those. But right now, I want to find some of the... there we go. Drop one of those. And I definitely want to drop a torso, because I think they have the Enclave symbols on them. Yeah! Look at that thing. Not that. In there somewhere. I'm going to throw this, like, right over here. Oof! But look at that. Right that way. There we go. Actually, I think it worked better the other way. Oh, I had it perfect the first time and now I've mucked it up. What else is new? There we go. Just gonna throw that there. And we got helmet. Let's see if we can put the helmet here. There we go. Look at this guy. Yeah, we're gonna keep some of this stuff here in the corner, I'm thinking. But like all this and maybe some of those terminals. Because I gotta see exactly what we ended up getting out of this. I downloaded a couple of cool mods. I'm gonna put the names of them up on the screen right now. There you go. To get the things that I needed. There is another set of armor that I can get. They actually have the Hellfire armor completely available. I just haven't gotten all of it, etc. Or maybe I did. I don't know. So I think that's the Hellfire helmet. And I think that's the torso. Oh, maybe I did get it all. Okay. But, yeah, maybe I'll get another frame and we will build that. But not right this second. Okay, we have to figure out what I'm going to do for the upper level up here. And I'm thinking, too, that I'm going to change all the walls in here. I have to think about that. I have... where am I going to go? Let's check out SOE. And there we go, Brotherhood of Steel. I'm thinking I will actually use some Brotherhood of Steel walls throughout this whole thing, because this is very Enclave looking. Thinking we might just rebuild this whole bunker room like that. We'll keep that door, because that works. So let's take out a wall. Let's turn off that. And... see, yeah, see now we're running into trouble here. Doesn't want to snap the way I want it to, because it wants to snap to the other stuff, but we don't want that. Yeah, I want the taller ones, though. Wonder if I can... oh, yes, he doesn't even want to snap to these floors. Do I have floors? I have floors. Yeah. Should be the same size. Alright, so let's take one of those out. Nice! Alright, I'm thinking... yeah, we're going to use the Krusty. Krusties. What is that? Get it. We don't want that. And once we put some of this stuff in... good, that stayed. I wasn't sure if it was going to stay or fall through. My, stuff that I got going on here is probably going to fall through. Let's do that. Let's do that. We'll do that last. So we don't hopefully lose that. And we'll see what we can do about doing the walls up. There we go. And I have no idea if I have terminals. I think there are some terminals in the new decorations that I got. We will find out together. Okay. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. No, get back here. Alright, I thought I was gonna like... Ooh, look at that. I thought I could do that. And that. Anyway, I thought it was gonna like completely roll away. Yeah. Let's just move you like over here though. Nice. Okay. Now that we have... Oh, there we go. Back in the day, a while ago, like a year or two ago, I built a spaceship, and this is what I used to build the whole outside of the hull, or these pieces here, to get like my cool angles and whatnot. If you haven't seen that video, look through my channel and you will see. I did it at the... Oh, what are you doing to me? The drive-in. Yeah, I had to think about that for a second. All right, we got some trouble here. Alright, well, that should work. There we go. These are going to end up on the same plane, though, so I don't want that to shine through on the other side. Yeah, we're going to have some trouble here. Alright, it's really just going to be this wall, so we're going to boop this guy out. Let's see if we can get these two connect to each other like that. Perfect. Alright. Get rid of all these. This is just so much better. We can just do whatever we want with the rest of these. These should be perfectly fine, and then we can put in some cool doorway here. Oh, got rid of two things at once there. Need to do that. Whatever. It happens. We'll have to redo our ceiling as well, but that's cool. We could actually probably put in like angled pieces or something to make this little different. We will get to that. Get to it. Alright. That out. Ooh. Yeah, like see here, we're gonna run into a little bit of a problem. I'm not too worried about exposed cave in here. Not as much as like the rest of the build, so no big deal. Okay. And yeah, we can take that guy out. And then we're gonna free place this one kind of like we did before. Let's just randomly throw that in there. Where's our edge? There we go. Nice. Okay. Get rid of all these. And then we can work on the upper level. I'm not going to do like a full sealed off level. I want to do something a little different. Let's see. There's a section for actual ceiling pieces, but I guess not. But that's okay. Let's see. Oh, they're not going to snap. What the fudge? That's not cool, man. Oh, no. Oh, there was a ceiling part, though. Always room. Don't want that. Well, maybe I can trick it. What the heck? I know I've built ceilings before in upper floors. Alright, we might have to do the old stair trick. Oh, you're not even going to snap? Okay, let's try. Really? Oh, I'm such a dummy. I turned snapping off. They're probably all yelling at me. What are you doing, you idiot? There it is. Okay. Oh, man. Disappear for one video and I forget how to do everything. Let's see. Ooh, that's pretty gnarly. That's thick, boy, so that's gonna muck things up for us. So I guess we'll just kind of stick with this. Alright. Do this so we can cap off the top of our room. As best we can. Oh, we got some overlapping here. that should be like that. Let's see. Let me turn my highlighting back on. Oh. What happened here? Oh, because of that, I betcha. Yeah. Got myself all discombobulated. Should be good now. Okay. Oh, cheese and crackers. I got this whole thing all fudged up. Alright, how are we doing? I think we still got, yeah, right here. Aw. And, alright. I think we're good now. Let's exit and see. Cool. Alright. Let's do a save. It's probably a good idea to save. I can probably show you some stuff. Yes and no. Yeah, this is from some of the mods there. Let's just do a new one. Excellent. Okay. Now we can work on building an upper floor. I want to do it in something a little different. Let's see. Let's turn off our highlighting again. Yeah, because I don't really want the upper and lower floors to be exactly the same, but man, they don't really give me much of a choice here. Oh no! Okay. That's fine, we can work off of that. Let's see, the upper floor is the one that's a little nicer looking, right? That one I meant, because there's a cruddy one, and yeah, we don't want anything to look too nice, so... Alright, I guess we're just gonna go with what we got. And yes, I know they're going a different direction, that's fine. This will help break up some of the monotony. And yeah, that's about where we're going to end it. So we'll just put this in place for now. And now we've got second floor, which actually I might pull that back one more. Maybe we'll actually put some of that back. We'll do a half and half floor. Yeah, something along those lines. Because we got to get some stairs going up in here. So let's play around with that real quick too. Actual stairs, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, I suppose we can do something like that. That's pretty steep, but the other one runs a little bit too much in there. And they don't, yeah, because these are the Yang Z stairs, so let me back in here. Stairwell, I mean, I suppose I could do that, but then the upper floors don't match because of the thickness. I could just do completely different stairs. Oh, I forgot about these guys. Oh, and there is that one. Yeah, there we go. Oh, but you don't even fit. What the fudge? We do want some railings, though. I mean, I suppose I could do, that just eat up so much space. I was thinking I could do a set and then do a platform and come down this way, but then this gets lost. Actually, we can move this over. This does need to actually move over now that I'm thinking about it. Get that more in the corner there. Got my broken terminal. I'll just throw this guy right over here. Why not? Keep going. There we go. Good enough. Yeah, and so see if even if I put a platform there, it's still not gonna work. Dag nabbit. These do work, but they look so wrong color-wise. And those are way too shiny. Maybe... no. Definitely not. What do we got in the way in here? Nothing. Let's see. High-tech... stairs. Huge! I don't want anything that big or that short. Come on. Rubber net. I don't know if I can have anything. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Something like that might work. The nicer ones, or thicker ones, wider ones. That's what I was looking for. Whoops, wrong button. You know what? I'm thinking that might work. And that's just kind of in the way, but that kind of adds to the ambiance. That, like, you know, it's just there. All right, let's go back to here and figure out our railing situation. These aren't bad. They're not great either. Oh, we have a curve boy too. Let's see, how does this look? Do I like it? Nah, the stairs just still aren't jiving. You know, the railings, they don't look right. Let me turn on my highlighting so I don't accidentally delete the wrong things here. Alright. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that, I said. Let's see, regular floors. Sometimes there's stuff that I discover that's like hidden in some of these menus that we can actually use. So we're just going to look through real quick. I am going to use some of these lights though. Put like one or two and make them actually active. This one's actually giving off some light. So let's take away our light source. There we go. This way we can see what's going on. And we don't want like a lot of light. And I'm liking too that we have some dead ones. So we'll stick that guy there. I'll put another one maybe on that corner there. Maybe one there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That leaves it pretty barren. We got a lot of light bleed through coming in from there, but that's okay. Not gonna make a difference. But it is what it is. And then, yeah, we'll put a bunch of dead ones up in here too. That way it actually looks like they, are here, but don't work. Stick one there. One there. Nice. One there. Just needed one there. And one there too. Of course, now they're all not facing the same direction. Yeah, whatever. Maybe because my floors aren't the right. Yeah. Whoops. There we go. That should fix it. Everybody's facing the right. No, it didn't. Oh, wait. That's right. Gotta fix that. There we go. Is this one light? It is. Okay, so we will leave that one there so that it looks like it's casting the light that way. And that's not going to help me. Actually, let's put our light source back in so you guys can actually see what the heck I'm doing here. I know you probably can, but I like to have a lot of light when I build so that I can make everything look the way I want. Stick a dude up there and stick one up there. Okay, let me think. There is in one of these other mods. Old catalog. No. Some more Brotherhood stuff. If it's not here, then it's going to be, I think, CVC. We're going to go Prefabs. There we go. Brotherhood of Steel. Ground, platform, walkways. We can find, like, just railing stuff. Oh. You're not going to snap, are you? No, you're not, jerk. Let's see. Walls. Nope. Nothing there. Doors. I have the... It does have the Brotherhood, but we can probably cover that up. We'll just stick this here for the moment. Let's see how this opens. That's... Oh, it's passable, but it's still a little on the short side. But, oh, look at that, auto closes too. So for now, just pick that up. Stick it like here. Oh, too tall. Get that right on the ground. We'll stick that there for now. We'll figure that out later. But we do have it, so that's good. we could put stuff like this in places too. Add some of the decoration. We don't want that. Oh yeah, but we're not gonna use that or that. We're gonna do this. Let's see. Yeah, we got our own enclave stuff, but that's not, like I said, what I'm looking for. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I think I like that much better. Where'd you go? Yeah, there you go. Snap, my friends. Snap. I'm gonna put that one there because that just helps break it up and makes it look really cool. Nice. Ooh. I like that one too. I think I'm gonna stick with this though. Because that just looks so much cooler. And then, you know, we got these little pillars that stick down. We can probably stick something there to match up to it. I think I even saw something in here somewhere. One of these. That looked like, platform, supports. Maybe it's just a corner. But even still, like, you can work with stuff like that. Yeah. Let's just make it, and then let's just play around with it. We'll see. Holy crap, this... Oh, jeez, that thing is really tall. I didn't realize that. Okay. Never mind that one. Ah! There's a shorter one. We can maybe play with that. Let's see. Put that like that. We'll cover that, and... Yeah! Gives it a little something something. We gotta do that. Yeah, that looks so much better. Nice. And then now it also looks like we're supporting the upper floor. I want to hide that little guy without sticking out too much. Yeah, that works. Actually, no. That's crooked. Now somebody was screaming at me through the monitor here. Yeah, I mean, it's flimsy-ish, but we're going for that slim look. Nice. Okay. Let's do another save. We can overwrite that one. We're good. We're chugging along here. And I'm probably going to move that door over and whatnot, but that's not our concern right now. Right now we got to keep on chugging on, you know. Other... I think... Yeah, no. Doors, walls... You know what? Maybe... I can glitch something here. I'm looking at these guys like... need like a set of stairs that leads up into... No, oh man, that's the only one we got. Because my thought was I could just do something like that. But, because here's the darn stairs that we need. But this thing is in the way. And then so is the bottom part, which it's not the end of the world. We can always work with that, but we can make like a little room or something. We can do that. Let's just throw this all the way into the corner. I mean, that can work. It's just that top part. You're going to come up here, and there's going to be like this random thing like right there in your face. I mean, I suppose I could make a room up here. Oh, that's the door. That might not be a bad idea. Make a corner room there. Alright, we're gonna work with this. Because I like these stairs. So we're gonna make this happen. So come along with me on our journey to build a room out of a set of stairs that has no business being here. Yeah. I was trying to say something cool, but I failed. Alright, actually, you know what? Let's go back into the walls section here. Maybe something like that. Yeah, so that's not too bad. Bring that forward a little bit to help hide that a little. And then that doesn't look all that bad, to be honest. Doors. Doors. Don't ask. I don't know. Let's see. We might have to go to the other one because these are a little on the tall side. Where's our... See, that doesn't want to snap. That just wants to snap to that. What if I took that out? Let's move that. Let's see if I can get this guy to... Oh, but that's going to do that down below. Put that down. Alright, let's get my feet. See how this works. Just maybe. Let's do that. Now we just got a little half wall there to cover. I'm gonna bring that guy down. See, sometimes you've got to get really creative and kind of fudge around with things. And let's see. Let's just put that there for the moment. Let's see. Do that. Actually, that does kind of work. Okay. Let's poop this guy up, though, to get it in there. Let's have a look. Okay, that hides that. We come in here. We got our doorway. We got a room. We got a little glitching here that we got to fudge around with. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and I can see some stuff sticking through there. Yeah, we don't want that. So let's poop that guy back down to right about there. And let's do that. Ooh. Okay, let's really work this. Like so. And scooch it on over just a smidgen. I think we have a wiener. Yeah, then once we put a door in there, that should work. Alright, let's test out the door. Turn our highlighting back on. What? What are you doing? What? Why would you do that? There we go. I don't know. That was so strange. I kind of wanted a sliding door. I'll have to maybe free place that guy. But I don't know why those are doing that, but whatever. Alright, let's just get this in there. Let's test that out. Nice. Whoa. That's weird. Huh. We'll have to fix that. I don't like that at all. Maybe a different door, or just changing the position of it. So let's get rid of that one. No, it's the same exact thing. Alright, so back to that guy then. We'll just put this one like completely aside. So let's just place it like that for now. And let's drop that down. And let's see how this does. Yeah, see, now it looks like it's sliding on some track up there. How's it look from this side? Fantastical. Nice. You're making some headway. Yeah, I gotta do something about that. I gotta make that thicker or change that. Not liking that. Oh, we gotta fix that too. That's poking out just a little too much. I don't care too much about what it looks like on the inside. Whoa, whoa. Maybe this will be bedroom. Yeah. Oh, and I gotta hide that too. Forgot about that. Where we can stick some of our enclave beds. Or maybe this whole thing will just be like a bunch of rooms. That's actually not too bad of an idea. And we can just kind of zip along here, and then this section there can kind of be open. And then these can be all bedrooms, etc. Alright, we need a half wall, so for that we're actually probably going to have to go back into here. Oh, not there. Over here. And back to SOE. So we need just a regular half wall. I think there's half walls. Yeah, there we go. Let's go for the darker one. Ooh. That's not even reaching the ceiling. Okay, well that's not a problem. We can just... Oh no, we can't! Budge. Hmm. Alright, well, that's not that big a deal, I'm sure. There's... Yeah. Just do that. Okay, so let's get rid of that guy. Turn our snapping back on. Really? Well, I don't like that. Huh. I thought we had better choices here. I know I've used them in the past, but I guess not. And then you got no privacy with that one. Son of a monkey. Okay. Back to... where was that? Oh, CBC, yeah. Okay. Back to the walls. And let's see. We definitely don't want that one. Yeah, it's that top part that's going to kill me, because these are meant for, like, being outside, etc. As you can see from the ground there. Let's see. Well, that one's taller. Okay. Maybe we can get away with this guy. No, maybe not. So I think that's the one I used before. No, I don't want you to do that. Alright. So let's... that. I can snap back to where that one was. Alright, we're just gonna have to ignore that. Okay. That does not exist. You do not see anything. Let's see. What's that thing? We use something like that. Versus what we got. Yeah, that's too much. Alright. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna use one of the other half walls, and we're just gonna big size it to fit that space, and then stick it up through the ceiling there. Walls. Nope. Walls. Come on. Half wall. Come on. Turn off snapping so we can see the darn thing, and turn off our highlighting. And I like that one. I like that one a lot. Okay. And we'll hoop it. Get it right in there. How'd we do? Nice! Very nice! And there's a gap up there. Well, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, I could just do something like that for one of these guys. Oh, look at that! That like almost matches up perfectly. Just get this in here. There we go. Good enough. You're never ever going to see any of that anyway, so who cares? I'll try to do better with the rest of the rooms. I don't really have much stuff to worry about. Oh, this doesn't go all the way to the ceiling. Alright, I think we're just going to have to take this guy out. And just put in the other ones. We can get rid of that. We'll put in our own supports. Back to CVC so we can get that. I think that's where I got that from. Brotherhood of Steel, yes. But not that. Was in here. Oh, it wasn't in here. Uh-oh. Was it part of the walkway thing? No. Walls, maybe. No. Oh, cheese and crackers. Platform. Bones? There it is. Okay. I can turn her snapping back on. Cool. Okay. And then we're just gonna go, you know, straight up old school. Go into barn warehouse. I think warehouse has the metal ones. Miscellaneous. There we go. Of course, I don't want you to snap there. We'll do this ourselves right here in the corner. Beautiful. Maybe we'll do the same thing here. I do kind of like the idea of having two of them. Just go ahead and get that like right there. Yeah! Very nice. Alright, we are making some good progress here. We got some armor. I'm going to have to get rid of that, I think. I gotta look. I know there is some cool stuff in there. I don't want to get into it right now because it's the end of the video. And son of a gun, we're all mucked up here again. And yeah, what's the deal here? Let me turn on my highlighting so we can actually see what's going on. Our snapping is on. I don't know why these guys are overly lapping like that, but we'll do that to fix that. The rest of this looks okay. But anyway, yes, in the next video we will get rid of some of those terminals and throw in some other stuff. And yeah, I guess make a few more rooms up here, and then we can start using some of those enclave beds that we saw. And actually that would be kind of like a headboard, I guess. Nice. See, you gotta improvise as you go along. And yeah, I'm gonna get rid of a lot of this stuff too as we zip along and get some more enclave stuff in here. And then, yeah, we're gonna shift that door over, obviously, or use a completely different one. I think I'm gonna use a different one, just so we don't have to try to hide that. And hey, where'd my sign? Oh, I covered the sign, didn't I? Oh no, it went. Okay, that was the other thing that went away when I did the took away the other walls. Okay, that's fine. We'll put it back, including a wall here. But not now. Gotta leave something for the next video, right? Right. Alrighty, folks, that is going to do it for this episode. I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, don't get irradiated.